first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, don't see this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Here are the five for the Raptors. They've got Brady Dick, and it's Barnes in the fourth. And for the Hornets, MD out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Allen. And it's Miller. And it's Zawan in at the fourth spot. And a little extra at stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you much room for error.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. He certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys,
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Here's ball. Miller finds MP. Pass to Zawan. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Raptors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating. It felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Kept alive. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's ball. And it backs. They get one to fall.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Dick with it. Covered by MP. Pass to Barnes. It's up a 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far straight out the game.
Give MP credit. Showing some skill right there. Drawing suicide.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He's off on the second.
The shaking his head moment there had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Top the key, Barnes. Offensive rebound. Pass to Potter. There's a good screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For the Raptors, their last game a loss to Milwaukee.
Remarkable consistency from D. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
So it's Toronto. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
That's a great swat. Jared Allen gets up there, hard to escape his reach.
MP outside. Miller outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Miller's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early
Dick with it, covered by MP. Fires from the wing. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Allen. From deep. And Gautier pulls it down. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Potter. Barnes outside. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Dick with it, covered by MP. Dick can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 3. And a wide open look for MP. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And it just seems that every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Barnes. Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jared Allen. So Brent is ball turns to winner. Season just getting underway.
Yeah, Kevin, and you kind of feel like, man, we're in it. We are trying to get on the floor and get ourselves to the end of the year. So, yeah, pack your jackets, get your sweats, the full sweatsuits on. We're ready to travel, and we're in the thick of things now.
Now, here's MP. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
Ball from long range. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. No, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. The Raptors making a switch here. Smith is checked in. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. MP is number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Tadier. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
MP outside. Outside Miller. Pass to MP. Down low. There's the steal. They get a hand on it. And stolen by MP. He's it up and off the pretty assist. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Barnes outside. To the paint. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
like tonight that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Salon. And here is MP. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax efforts that time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Wow, he got whacked. Oh, that was he must have made there.
And he makes the first. Charlotte making a switch. Barnes hits them both. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Outside Porter. In the corner, it's MP. Miller outside. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. Outside, Ball. Drains the three-pointer. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Pass to Dautier. Here's Potter. His last outing, he had 18 points. And here's Barnes for 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Now, here's Ball. He had 16 points in the win against Philadelphia. Miller outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And they come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Potter. A 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's a little bit ugly.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Potter. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ball the pass to Porter. MP gets the middle. And they come right back with their own 3-point. Miller's got 8 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Dautier. Here's Fredrickson. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, their plan working to perfection there. If that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Outside, Ball. Tries it from 19. Again, the Hornets score.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Smith outside. Here's Fredrickson. The Hornets pull it in. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders. The way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Potter the pass to Smith. Here's Potter. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. Miller grabs the miss.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy. And theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Daniels is checked in for Charlotte. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-7 run. Charlotte moving it around. And here's Miller outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Miller's got 11.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's Pollard. Inside, Fredrickson in the hoop for his third made from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Hornets leading by 16. Daniels dishes to MP. Miller outside. Over Pollard. Miller, no up.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porter with the steal. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Miller. It's rebounded by Pollard. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Ware. Smith on the way. Over MP. Here's Fredrickson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here is Miller. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Smith against MP. And it's Smith penetrating. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And no up with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Hornets. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
So for Toronto right now, Smith is out there with Pollard. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He had 27 points and his passing was a ton above, with a ton of assists on the night. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Fred, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's MP. The Raptors getting the bucket. And so on gets it to go.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Smith. There's a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Salon. Back to MP. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Pollard, covered by MP. Pass to Smith. Here's Pollard. Right is right from deep. Porter pulls it in. Here's MP. Good. Nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. Smith left side. It's rebounded by Salon. Hornets leading by 18. Pass to Daniel. Shoots. Again, the Hornets score.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pollard passes to Smith. Sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
3 points.
Smith's got his second basket of the night. And so, MP will bring it up for Charlotte. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Daniels with it. Allen, a screen on Smith. Daniels from outside. It's rebounded by Fowler.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Smith. And he banks in the lane. Smith's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Porter. In the corner, it's MP. Pass to Salon. Back to MP. Checks up a 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now, here is Smith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Here is Porter. Raptors knocking down the tray. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Porter Jr. knows how good he is from that range, so not hesitate.
Smith outside. The NBA scoring explosion price hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. Back to MP. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Salon. The tray. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing that.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 9. And he converts the lane. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside ball. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. They get to take on the Bulls in Chicago after this one. The 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. Fredrickson, defended by Allen. Ware kicks to Smith. That 3 off the mark. Charlotte leading by 17. And there's the try. And Salon gets it to go. Salon's got 8 points.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
They set the screen. Here's Dick. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Ball. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. He missed it.
Yeah, you can't make him fall, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Potter. He's covered by Ball. Here's Smith. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Now, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Salon. Here's the try. Oh!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Flight Cam. Here's Dick. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside ball. Back to MP. Pass to Salon. And he knocks down. Hunter's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Porter. Barnes is checked in for Toronto. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Smith outside. Here's Potter. Pass it to Smith with the assist that time. Potter's got his second bucket of the night.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Back to MP. And it's Miller in the corner. Here's Salon. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Raptors trail by 20. Pass to Dick. Here's Ware beyond the arc. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's Salon. A 23-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those things.
Hornets lead by 20. Here's MP. And the shot goes in. MP's got 21 in the game.
Things really going MP's way offensively. He's found the flow, and that's working for him.
Smith the pass to Ware. Pass to Dick. Pocket 6. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Miller the pass to Hunter. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hunter the screen. Throws it from outside. Salon's got 15.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Potter. He has 6. Dick wide open. And the 3 off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Potter. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Pass to Dick. And again, no good by Toronto.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Smith against MP. Miller with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. And for the Raptors, they're shooting at just about even 40% for the field for the second quarter. Dick passes to Potter. Shoots over Ball. Potter misses.
There are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Now, here is Miller. 13 points in the game. And that one, good. He's got 15.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Pass to Dick. Back to Smith. And here is Barnes. Smith outside. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
3 points.
Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Ball, the pass to Miller. On the wing, MP. Covered by Smith. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Salon's got 18 points in the game.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. Barnes passes to Potter. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. To the inside. Here's Salon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Salon's got 20 points.
Well, this team wants those assisted buckets. MP with the key pass.
Here's Potter. Buries the long-range jumper. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in And with as many three-pointers as they break, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Coming into halftime, MP has really put his mark on this game.
Man, MP is putting on a show. He's taking over all those skills. How about them apples, Jack?
The man's a beast flexing. As for apples, maybe they're in an apple pie. Get it?
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Taking a look at Charlotte, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
We got Brandon Miller. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. There's Jared Allen. And it's Zawan in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Tick in the corner. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. In third, the Hornets.
This was a good group of free throw shooters last year. It's something they really worked on in practice. And sometimes that's the coaches calling for it, and oftentimes the players doing it by themselves.
Here's Potter. Clock at 4. Hits the jumper in space. Potter's got 11.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that.
Connects from three-point range.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Dadier. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made by
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Pass to Dick. That's a 2 from Barnes. Hornets with the rebound.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, put up about 9 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
anticipation. When it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Dadier. Good, nice job down low. Dadier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting fouls.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
That's good from Ball.
2 shots.
Ball hits them both. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Inside. And the basket by Potter. Potter's got 13.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Ball. Good. And Miller gets the assist. his third assist on the night.
Well, great start checking that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Pass to Potter. Fires the three. Rebound by Allen.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this week.
MP kicks to Miller. Outside, ball to the middle. The Hornets rebound. Shot clock at 5. Gets the three-point ball. Ball's got 13 points in just this quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Pass to Dodgier. Off target with his 3. The Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Wound up there for Allen. No good.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley, just a fraction off the mark.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did proceed the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. MP, no good. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Salon. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lets it go with a 3. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Denier. 8 points for him. Over Miller. They get it again. Pass to Dick. And a miss there on the triple.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Dodgier. And it's off from three-point range. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 for the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with it. Ball with the bucket.
He has just been in the flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Toronto's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Barnes outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Down low. Here's Dodgier. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Dodgier's got 10 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ball finds MP. It's Miller on the wing. Allen with the screen for Miller. Back to MP. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. Toronto, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half. Up to this point, going 7 of 14. To the paint. Stolen by Allen. Tries from 16. Shot is good off the back. And in. Miller's got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Pass to Dick. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets pull it in. Solon's got rebound number 10 tonight with that basket. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
A chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Great showing for him last season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. Smith checked in for the Raptors.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 5. Pass to Dautier. And again, no good by Toronto.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now, here's MP. 23 points for the game. Shots good by Miller.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Hunter. He's going to see at the 2K leaderboard. Here is a peek at the league's top scores from a season ago. MP is number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Herder's such a talented swing man, and every year he seems to find a way to add a little bit of something to his game.
And both free throws good for Hunter. The Raptors shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Smith against MP. Hunter. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
He gets it in there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
I just
Coaching
need
staff
one more
probably most
rebound
proud
for
of the effort of this team on
before
both
we end
ends
this
of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Barnes. Over Porter. And again, no good by Toronto.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Potter. He's got 13. Barnes outside. Looking to get back on track here. The Hornets pull it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP kicks to Miller. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Miller's got 11 points here in just the second half. Raptors shooting a meager 37% for the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Potter. 2 points. That one goes. Potter's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's MP. 27 points for him. Miller, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Dautier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hands it from downtown. Dautier's got 13.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Charlotte moving it around. Miller's got room. He finds that one off the back line and down it falls. Miller's got 28 points for the game.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding.
Fredrickson covered by Hunter. Pass to Dautier. Here's Potter. 15 points in the game. No good from outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Barnes. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Here's Dautier. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 15.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
MP outside. Miller finds MP. And here's Daniels. So the refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Raptors shoot their 7th free throw attempt here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75.
And we win by 41.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.